of these schools looking to roll back home and fire off once again. Welcome, everyone, to Mackey Stadium in Reno, home to the Nevada Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running back set up in the pistol. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Right back to the well. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. Here we go. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. David, Jesse, as legend would have it, explorer John Fremont abandoned a howitzer in the Sierra Nevada in 1843 during a heavy snowstorm, so each year the winning team earns the right to paint the howitzer's wheels scarlet or navy.
And this is pretty cool because not until that long ago, the team in possession of the Fremont cannon would fire it every time they scored a touchdown. So really cool history with this trophy between both these schools here in Nevada.
Yeah, the battle for Nevada, right? That's what they call it. And I do like that they get to take the cannon and paint it their color. Like, that's pretty cool, pretty petty, and it's all college football.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Lambert. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this third and very long. Looking to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. To the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Washington. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Knowles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love it when they slip it to the fullback. He's a guy that, blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak him by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Tollefson. Got a man. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the red zone, it's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Burleson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go with a direct snap. Across the 45. Smashes through the tackle. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UNLV possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David.
There he goes! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking to throw, it's Lambert. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. The hand to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unloads quickly. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Tollefson. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Since 1969, UNLV and Nevada have fought for the right to paint and protect the Fremont Trophy, and really they established the intensity of this rivalry right off the bat as Nevada won the first game by a mere 2 points.
Yeah, it's funny to watch all those games back in the day. It's like 0-0 tie, 2 points. Now we're seeing high-scoring, firing cannons, and that's what's cool about the Fremont Cannon. Like, you get to earn this, and you get to bring it to your university, and it's the battle for Nevada.
It means a lot to these two schools, means a lot in the state. It's not a trophy you can necessarily put in the trophy case, but it's all about having possession, and that's what these two schools are battling for today.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Got it in the middle. It's Lyons. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Tollefson. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Napier. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride at the 10. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air, it's Tollefson. Snagged on the outside, it's Washington. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Robertson.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. Now adjusting. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What's up? Hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Lions. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lions. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vegas.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bond. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Lambert. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. It's a running room. Touchdown, Nevada. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Hard running there. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw into.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. He'll throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. He got it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Minnesota. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Got his man down the middle. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on second and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Leaves it with the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Mark now at the 25-yard line. Brings up third down.
We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to pass, it's Lambert. Puts it out of the air. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Rushes on him. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Nevada. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many off.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Wolfpack! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Nevada 49,
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously.
He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high-percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and they keep the drive alive.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished.
Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Nevada way behind the sticks on this 3rd down play. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by crawling on that fumble.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it. It's Turner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The battle in the Silver State has come to a close, and Nevada will take ownership of the Fremont Cannon one more time. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.